Alright, first video of the day. Nothing about the dragonfly belongs on Earth by Beyond the Green and Beyond the Blue. And it's muted.
In the murky depths of the swamps lies the world's deadliest predator. Wait, that's just a dragonfly. Oh wait, this is the world's deadliest predator? Across the entire planet, Earth's predators have developed a lot of ways to kill.
I'm sure he's gonna say something like, yes, this kills the most amount of living things a year, but it's not the most dangerous predator. It's not. Dragonflies are actually so fucking chill, dude. Oh my god, I'll be paddling down the river in a kayak and I'll have just 3 land on my hat and my knees. Hey, hell yeah, man. What's up, y'all?
Some use massive teeth or 6-inch claws. Others get a bit more creative, using things like neurotoxins or literal electricity to get the job done.
Which is insane that evolution has came so far to... This is gonna sound dumb. These motherfuckers have powers. Kind of. Kind of. I mean, they... Like a poison dart frog. Certain types of snakes, electric eels. How, dude? How did evolution get to that point?
Some will just headbutt you until you're dead. It's a diverse group of killers, and usually when we ask which one is the deadliest, the answer is, it depends.
What's the deadliest predator? In my opinion, at least. In anybody else's opinion. I don't know, dude. Polar bears are terrifying. Polar bears, any type of bear, really, besides black bear. Grizzly bear, any type of bear is crazy. Fucking silverback gorillas, ridiculous. I don't know.
To a rat, a python is the deadliest thing it could come across. But if you're an insect, that same rat is basically a god of death. And the python is actually pretty chill.
Well, yeah, I guess the most dangerous predators are based off of what being you are. Like, there's a hierarchy. I'm saying the most dangerous predators to humans, it's probably a polar bear, because they just attack on sight. Though, what are the chances of you running into a polar bear in your life?
He doesn't go after you if you're an insect, and he even helps kill off the god of death, rats. So the deadliest predator may not be the biggest or the scariest. It's the one most efficient at killing exactly what it wants to kill. Because at the end of the day, being deadly just means being really, really good at making sure your target doesn't walk away alive.
Dude, I mean... Honestly, smaller predators might be more dangerous than bigger ones to humans. Like scorpions, some sort of animal like that. Scorpions, black widows. Because you don't really see them coming. Just kind of nick you, and you're dead.
With that in mind, most people would probably put...
Bro, Taylor. Oh, thank you so much. My favorite moderator. My favorite one. Timed him out for 600 seconds. Yo. Alright, thank God. Thank God. My savior, my captain. They go, hey, somebody's gonna join and be like, yo, this moderator is power tripping right now. He can't, yo, lock in, man. Lock the fuck in.
Their money on a lion. I mean, it's a 300-pound cat with knives on its hands. How is a zebra supposed to survive that? Or maybe it'd pick us, since we literally have technology and guns. And yet, no mammal, not lions, not wolves, and definitely not us, even comes close to the kill record of the dragonfly.
Dude, I don't think... Dragonfly does not compare to a lion when it comes to humans. Kill record, sure. Sure. Dude, I think even if you were to like go out into a desert anywhere with a rifle and a pistol and a lion charges you from 200 feet away, I still think you're gonna die. Unless you're an expert marksman. Them motherfuckers is tough. They're tough. It's crazy.
It's a little hard to wrap your head around, because to us, dragonflies are completely harmless.
I still think dragonflies are the shits, man. I think they're sweet. I fucking love when I'm on a lake or on a river and they just come chill with me, man. Makes me feel so wanted by the nature. Wanted by the nature. God, that sounds dumb.
They don't bite us, they don't sting us, and to date, no dragonfly is known to have ever killed a human. At least, not directly. But to an insect, the dragonfly isn't a harmless garden bug. It's their worst nightmare. If they see one, there is no escape. You are dead. To understand why the dragonfly is in a league of its own, we have to take a look at how hard it actually is to hunt for a living. Hunting from the air is essentially the hard mode of evolution. You aren't just running left and right on a flat surface, you're navigating in full 3D, trying to snag a target that has spent millions of years learning how to outmaneuver you. It's a high-stakes game of physics where one slightly wrong pivot means the whole dive was a failure. Usually, when we think of the top dogs of the sky, or, well, top birds, our mind goes to things like the peregrine falcon. They're famous for those high-speed vertical dives where they zoom past their prey and snatch it mid-air. It looks incredibly cool for a nature documentary.
Could you imagine being a bird, man? Not a bird man, but a bird, man. Just having the freedom to fly wherever the fuck you want. Let me go take a dip and look for some food in the sea. Just go swimming for a little bit, maybe get a fucking... Even being like a swallow, going for some creek chubs or some fucking bluegill. God, it would be majestic. Can't be any better feeling. Getting a fish as a bird, grabbing a fish from the fucking lake or ocean or whatever, it's probably like the equivalent to hitting a hole in one. That's how I'd relate in human terms. Should be sweet.
But in reality, one study showed they only actually catch their dinner about 23% of the time. Hawks and owls aren't doing much better. Hawks single out individual birds from a flock with a success rate of about 22%.
Let's take guesses with the success rate of a dragonfly. 91%. 91% kill death ratio. Or, 91% kill ratio.
0.5%, and owls, even with their silent feathers and night vision, clock in at around 25%.
Really, I thought owls would be way higher, if I'm being honest.
Essentially, these elite aerial assassins are spending 75% of their time being embarrassed by a pigeon or a field mouse. Lions, as mentioned before, the supposed kings of the savannah, succeed less than 30% of the time. If they go after a zebra, the zebra usually wins by just leaving. The only mammals that really put up a fight for the title are African wild dogs. When they work together as a pack, they can hit a success rate of 67%, which is the best case scenario for anything with
Would you guys rather be as an animal, would you rather be in a pack or alone? Literally, I guess, a lone wolf. Like, would you rather be a hyena, wild dog, coyote? Or would you want to kind of just fucking chill as a bald eagle or something? I've thought about this a lot, and I've narrowed it down to a few animals I'd want. And I think I'd either want to be a monkey, swinging through the trees. Bliss. Monkey. I really don't even want to be in the water. If I were to be an animal, I'd want to be a monkey, want to be a raven, because at least the raven has some type of smarts to it, some type of brain up there. And I think a kangaroo would be sweet. It would be weird to have that pouch here, but I guess it'd be like the sweatshirt, man. I don't know if that's a part of your skin. Just folding fucking lumps of your skin off. Oh god, please help. What is he saying?
fur. But all those numbers pale in comparison to the 98% success rate of
98. What'd I say? 91? Woo-hoo-wee.
the dragonfly. In the world of predators, this isn't just cool, it's a biological glitch. It means that despite millions of years of evolution, prey of the dragonfly has still not caught up with a way to defend themselves remotely successfully. It means that if a dragonfly locks onto you, the math says you are basically already digested. There is no hunt. The hunt is already over. It is
Ugh. You know, I love dragonflies. I already said that, but their mouths look weird as shit, man.
the most efficient killing machine that evolution has ever produced, and it's been doing it since before the dinosaurs even existed. So, how? How is a bug a fourth of the size of a toothbrush maintaining a near-perfect kill record while also doing the most difficult form of hunting? To get a 98% success rate, you can't just be lucky. You have to be a
Like, what type of biology? Are they similar to flies where they have like thousands or hundreds of eyes? Or is that just a big ass bulbous ass head?
literal flying supercomputer, and it all starts with the eyes. If you look at a dragonfly, you'll notice that their head is basically just eyes. They have these massive compound structures made up of nearly 30,000 individual
Wow.
lenses. To put that in perspective,
Holy.
while we see the world in a single high-def image, the dragonfly is essentially seeing in a 360-degree panoramic view where every single lens is tracking movement. They
Literally just can't lose, man. Like you could be an insect trying to escape a dragonfly's grasp and think you juked the shit out of him with a 1-2 left right. And he just still sees you and hits an extreme 180 and just darts to you, you're dead. Head ripped off. GG's.
don't just see the fly. They see the fly, the wind speed, the trajectory, and exactly where that fly is going to be 3 seconds from now.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
While a hawk has to chase its prey, a dragonfly just intercepts it. It's not a pursuit, it's a collision course. But having the best vision in the world doesn't matter if you can't move fast enough to use it. And this is where dragonflies are the most terrifying. Most flying insects, like bees or flies, move their wings in pairs. But the dragonfly has 4 wings, and each one is controlled by a separate muscle.
He using it like we use our limbs. Well, I mean, we don't fly with them. Duh. Like when you swim, you're most of the time. Well, I mean, if you're doggy paddling, at least you're fucking. Each limb moving on its own.
This means they can move each wing independently. Because of this, they have the most insane flight mechanics in the animal kingdom. They can hover, they can fly sideways, they can literally fly backwards.
Were these the actual inspiration for those helicopter shits in Dune? Like, was a dragonfly actually? They're like, yeah, that's it. Yep.
Peregrine falcons are sick hunters, true, but they're like
Dude, Dune is such a good. Dune Part 2, oh my god. I cannot wait for Part 3, man. I can't wait to see how that ends.
a high-speed fighter jet. A dragonfly is more like an advanced alien technology UFO that can go in whatever direction it feels like. They can pull maneuvers that almost defy the laws of physics just to make sure they end up in the exact right spot to ruin an insect's afternoon. But the actual kill doesn't happen with their teeth, it happens with their legs. As they close in on their target, they tuck their 6 spiny legs together to form a predatory basket. They aren't trying to bite the fly out of the air.
Dude, like, what? I can't believe all of this shit in the world came from one little cell. Little organism. Couldn't think. Didn't have any priorities, didn't have any motivations. Just a thing floating. And then we can get into how the world was created out of, well, in my opinion, I don't even know how the world was created. I'm leaning more towards the Big Bang, but nothing makes sense in this bitch, man.
They're trying to catch it in a net. Once the prey is inside that basket, the spines lock it in place, and it's game over. And for some reason, despite this being terrifyingly efficient, they're still just the pretty bugs we like to see in our gardens. It's almost a bit of a cosmic joke. Evolution spent millions of years perfecting the ultimate aerial assassin, gave it the most advanced vision system on the planet,
And then made it the size of my pinky.
and the fight capabilities of a sci-fi spaceship, and then decided
Literally. That's what I think Dune actually just ripped a dragonfly and put it into their movie. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, which it is awesome, but give some fucking credit, bro. I hope a dragonfly comes and copyrights your ass.
to make it about the size of a paperclip. I'm okay with that though, because if these things were 10 feet long, we wouldn't be talking about their success rates. We'd be hiding, or also dead. Fortunately for us, we're too big to fit in the basket. But if you're a mosquito, you're not just in trouble, you're statistically non-existent. So how does that interpretation actually work though?
Yeah, I just wish that was fact. You know? God, mosquitoes get so bad in Michigan, man. Oh my lord. Like, we have a lot of dragonflies, but we have 10 times more mosquitoes, man. I don't bring bug spray because I thought the dragonflies got my back. I thought they were homies. Guess the fuck not, man.
See, most predators are reactive hunters. If a hawk is chasing a pigeon, it's basically playing a high-speed game of follow the leader. The pigeon turns left, the hawk turns left. It's a constant, exhausting struggle to catch up to where the prey is. And this is normal because, well, we can't predict the future. But the dragonfly doesn't really do that. With interception hunting, instead of flying towards where the prey is right now, the dragonfly's brain calculates exactly where that prey is going to be.
How? I mean, we can do that kind of. Like you're playing a game of ping pong. You know, ball's moving too fast for you to really know where it's going, so you kind of like make up a few scenarios in your head of which way that ball is going to go, and then you base your next swing off of what your opponent's swing looks like. But to genuinely know, hey, don't even go over there, because if you do, you're fucking dead. When it comes to being a dragonfly, like how?
This requires some insane neural processing. In the time it takes for a fly to even realize it's being hunted, the dragonfly has already mapped out its flight path and committed to the kill.
And flies are so fast. Flies are so fast. Like how? Guess that's why they call them dragonflies. No, seriously though, I bet that's why I call them dragonflies, because dragons are presumed predators. If they were ever real, which they weren't. They weren't.
This isn't a conscious decision either. It's built into their hardware.
Dude, it's just like they know. They know. It's like us and breathing. I'm sorry for saying that, because now you're gonna be thinking about it. But it's like us and walking. Just kind of do it.
Nervous system is wired for selective attention, meaning they can tune out every other bug in the field and focus entirely on one single target. It's effectively a biological heat-seeking missile. Most animals, including us, have a slight delay between seeing something and reacting to it. But for a dragonfly, that gap is almost non-existent. They are specialized neurons that process visual information and send it directly to the wing muscles in a fraction of a second. By the time the prey even thinks about turning, the dragonfly is already there. It's the same reason they're so hard to swat. You're trying to hit something that is reacting to your movement before your brain has even finished.
Who would want to swat a dragonfly, man? They're like the chillest chillers ever. And they just come up to you and sit on you. Hey, buddy. How's it going, buddy? Good hunting. Jolly good hunting.
Telling your arm to move. If nature was trying to build the perfect, most unfair hunter possible, this is it. It's not even that these creatures are waiting super patiently for the perfect moment to hunt so that they can keep their KD ratio good. A single dragonfly can eat hundreds of mosquitoes in a single day. By the time
Actually, you don't have a KD ratio.
Shut the fuck up. God. I hate this guy.
it reaches the end of its life, its kill count is in the thousands. And for some reason, they
Let's say 25,000. Hello, bro. What? Excuse me. Okay.
decided to specialize in eating the things we hate the most. Their diet consists almost
Dude, and they're so fucking clutch for that, man. They're so clutch for that. Like, sure, there are certain circumstances where these mosquitoes will slip through the gaps. But, dude, going out on a river and paddling and then it's just bliss, no mosquitoes. And then you get 6 dragonflies just raining down on you. Ah, it's a beautiful sight.
entirely of mosquitoes, gnats, and agricultural pests that would otherwise be destroying crops or spreading.
Dude, I think I might hate gnats more than I hate mosquitoes. Like, there's a trail. There's a trail that I walk that's semi close to where I live. And you go on it, and I'm not even kidding. Thousands of gnats just bunched up in a group, flying all around, just doing nothing doing nothing for society. Like, get out of here, please. Where are the dragonflies when it comes to that, man? They would have a field day over there. God. I might put them on. I might capture a few and just release them. Let them breed there. So I can walk that trail in peace. Get rid of those fuckers. I hate gnats. They're just so annoying. Like, there's been so many times where I've just been walking. I'll take my hat off, like, brush my hand through my hair, and I find a gnat in my hat. A gnat in the hat. Fucking stupid, man.
Disease. They are, quite literally, the most effective form of biological pest control on the planet. If you've ever enjoyed a summer evening without being completely drained of blood by mosquitoes, you probably have a dragonfly to thank for it.
Yeah.
It's a weird scale illusion. They're the main reason the insect population hasn't completely taken over the world. So, if the dragonfly is hitting...
They're really just the most clutch things on this planet. Dude, I couldn't imagine living in a world that these motherfuckers didn't exist. Just constantly getting pestered every time you walk outside, dude. I'd have to move to Arizona at that point. 0 mosquitoes.
A 98% success rate, why isn't everything else doing the same? Why are we stuck with lions and hawks that are essentially failing 3/4 of the time? It really comes down to the cost of failure.
Because they're just not like that. Dragonflies are the cream of the crop, man.
For a lion, missing a kill isn't just an inconvenience, it's an energy crisis. They have to spend hours stalking, followed by a massive, heart-pumping sprint. And if the zebra gets away, that's a huge chunk of calories gone for 0 reward. They're basically gambling their survival on every hunt. If they have too many bad days in a row, they simply run out of fuel and die. Even the great white shark, the supposed king of the ocean, only
I'm saying wild like that's crazy, like that's just the natural cycle of life, but dude, we are so lucky to live how we do. Imagine having to hunt for scraps every day. Imagine you hungry as hell, haven't eaten 6 days, and you get 1 chicken nugget. Like, thanks, bro. I guess. Be grateful. Be grateful. Not everybody gets 1 chicken nugget.
Succeeds about half of the time, and that's only if the conditions are perfect. If a seal sees them coming, the shark is basically just doing a very fast, very expensive belly flop. But if they're this good at their job, you're probably wondering, why haven't they finished it? If a dragonfly wins 98% of the time and eats hundreds of bugs a day, how is there even a single mosquito left on the planet? Why hasn't the dragonfly just won evolution and eaten its way into an empty world? It comes down to a classic battle of quality versus quantity. The dragonfly is the ultimate quality assassin, but the mosquito follows the safety in millions strategy. While one dragonfly is basically a literal god of the sky to them, 10,000 mosquitoes are busy being born in a bucket of rainwater behind your house. Even a 98% kill rate doesn't mean much when the prey is...
Yeah. Dump those buckets of water, those inflatable pools, all that shit out. Unless you want more mosquitoes coming into this world. Malaria.
Reproducing at a rate of 1000% every week. They also have a bit of a scheduling conflict.
1000% every week.
Dragonflies are
Get outta
diurnal.
here,
They
man.
hunt during the peak of the day when the sun is out and their flight muscles are at the warmest. Most mosquitoes, however, are big fans of the night shift. By the time the mosquitoes come out in force to ruin your barbecue, the dragonflies have mostly clocked out and gone to sleep. It's basically two different industries sharing the same office space, but never meeting at the water.
There was this one time. I was a kid. Oh, it was so bad. I was a kid. I was out with my family doing something. We come back home. Somebody had left our sliding glass door open. And the ceiling, and I'm not even fucking around, was coated in insects. Mosquitoes, gnats, moths, coated. I'm talking there was parts of the ceiling I couldn't even see because it was just bugs. That was like a worst nightmare type of thing right there. Man, my little ass ran away and did not come back for a while. Well, I didn't run away from home. You know what I mean.
Cooler. And then there's the fact that dragonflies aren't actually flying for most of their lives. For every few weeks a dragonfly spends as a terror in the sky, it's spent up 2 years underwater as a nymph. Down there, they're still terrifying. They have a hinged lower lip that shoots out like a xenomorph's inner jaw to grab tadpoles and small fish. But they're limited to whatever is in the pond. They aren't the kings of the world yet. They're just the kings of the mud. In the world of biology, a 98% success rate is actually kinda dangerous, for the predator having the success itself.
In the world of biology, sure. If lions had a 98% success rate, that would diminish all the other food sources for all the other predators that live with lions. But I think it's pretty beneficial when dragonflies have that success rate.
Usually, evolution keeps things in a tight balance. It's an arms race where the predator gets a little faster and then the prey gets a little smarter. If a predator ever truly wins and starts killing everything it looks at, it accidentally commits species-wide death on itself. If a pack of lions suddenly developed a 98% kill rate, the savannah would be a ghost town in about 2 weeks. And
Yeah, and then no other lion has any food, nor any other animal has any food. Well, carnivores.
the lions would be the next ones to starve.
Look at the balls on that thing, man.
But the
Shit.
dragonfly is the rare exception where the predator is allowed to be a god. And that's only because their prey is, well, mosquitoes. It's not necessarily that other predators are bad at hunting. It's just that if they're too good, there's nothing left to hunt. Mosquitoes don't invest in armor, or speed, or intelligence. It's the prey that determines the success rate too, not just the predator. It's a bizarre loop where the only reason the dragonfly is allowed to be the most successful hunter in history is because its prey is the most successful breeder in history. One is a master of
Oh, dude, I fucking hate mosquitoes. I dump that larva out every time I see it. Every time. Yeah. Yes, I will commit genocide on mosquitoes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I don't care. I'd love to take those gnats out so badly, dude. Oh my god. If I could take a torch and then some Febreze, man. Just light those fuckers up. Oh.
quality, the other is a master of quantity, which skews their number as high as possible. Since a dragonfly is about as dangerous to a person as a floating dandelion, we just think of them as pretty garden ornaments. They don't have the dramatic
They are so beautiful. So pretty. Until you like put a magnifying glass up and you're like, hold the fuck up. I don't want you sitting on me anymore.
theme music of a great white or the bloodstained cinematography of a lion documentary. There's no roar, no struggle, and no dramatic chase. There's just a tiny snap in the air and a mosquito is gone. It's a quiet, invisible massacre happening millions of times a day in your own backyard while you're busy drinking lemonade.
That's what's up. And that's what's up. Wouldn't want it any other way.
Or watching this new channel, right? And while hitting a 98% success rate at the size of a paperclip is impressive, it's even crazier when you realize that evolution once tried this exact same design on the scale of a predator you'd actually be afraid of. Meet the Dragonflies. Around 300 million years ago, during the Carboniferous period, the sky didn't belong to birds
Get the fuck out of here.
or bats. It belonged to these things, specifically Meganeura and its cousin Meganeuropsis.
It's like 10-foot long dragonflies. Some shit.
These weren't just big bugs, they had wingspans of over 2.5 feet wide.
Yeah, I would not want that landing on me when I'm on a peaceful kayak down a river.
To put that into perspective, if one of these
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it's gonna eradicate gnats and... Ooh, especially gnats. Oh my god. If it's gonna get rid of the gnats, dude. Yeah. I'd love to have that thing around. But fuck, imagine seeing that in your house, bro. Imagine going to bed. You're getting ready for bed, you turn your lights off, and you're just... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's freaking the fuck out. Starts nibbling on your toes, like, damn, you got a kink. What? Like, what is he talking about?
flew in your living room today, it would have the same wingspan as a red-tailed hawk. And the terrifying part is, the hunting strategy was exactly the same. They had the same massive compound eyes, the same spiny predatory basket, and the same 4-wing flight system. The only difference was the menu. At that size, they weren't just clearing out mosquitoes. They were the apex predators of the sky, likely snatching up other...
Wow. Amphibians, lizards, huge insects. Dude, they were getting lizards. Had to be like gnolls. Couldn't have been any big lizard, right? Like, no way you're taking down a monitor.
The massive insects, small amphibians, and even early lizards. But because they were so massive, they weren't quite as nimble as these little guys we see today. Modern...
Just munching. Absolutely fucking macking now. And you go for it, man. Well, that was a bee. I'm fine with bees. I like bees. I like bees because they don't fuck with you if you don't fuck with them. It's like, okay, respect. I see you. I see the wave you flying on.
Dragonflies are like precision drones, but the giant Dragonflies flew a bit more like birds, with a slower, more deliberate wing beat. They didn't need to be quite as twitchy because, at that time, there was nothing else in the sky that could challenge them.
Dude, this representation is crazy. I couldn't. Ooh, that'd be ooh.
It's proof that the Dragonfly design isn't just a lucky fluke of the modern day. It's a blueprint that worked so well,
Beautiful.
It's been the gold standard for aerial killing since the first dinosaur was even a thought. It is unlike...
Really, this was before prehistoric times. This was before dinosaurs? Really?
Though, that they were as high of a percentage success as modern dragonflies. Because when prey is that big, numbers are harder to generate. There's only so many resources in the world. I'm just glad we live in the mini dragonfly era though, because I don't need to be stalked by the giant bug version of Batman when I step outside.
Yeah.
I am Batman!
Thank you for watching.
That would literally be terrifying. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine stepping out the house to genuine Mobamba of insects. Like, wow. Got Yao Ming, Shaquille O'Neal out here. Absolutely dunking on anything. And I don't mind insects either. Like, I pick spiders up from time to time. You know, I don't really care. But that... No. That was a great video.